Number 4. I already gotten through part of this, so you guys are gonna miss the unboxing video portion of the video. But anyway, yeah, let's get to it. So this is gonna be an eBay haul. This is gonna be a contest entry for Tylox the Mighty, and probably just like a general ramble about comics and the weather. And for all the people that commented on my last video, my stained glass one, that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. It was just when I originally started YouTube, I was planning on doing comics in stained glass or just stained glass or whatever, but the comic thing kind of took off, and I'm enjoying that a little bit more than my YouTube experience here has been defined by comics, and I'm not sure I really want to throw a lot of my stained glass stuff into that. But thank you guys for the comments and the whatever you. Oh yeah, and Francis, your door's on the way, buddy. Just kidding. But no, I'm gonna get a hold of you for those. I gotta ask you about those grip comics again. Sorry. I've been out of coffee for 2 days, and I finally went to the store this morning and picked up some more. It's like mother's milk. Anyway, eBay. 2 days ago, you know, right? 2 days. I found these. Well, I didn't find these 2 days ago. I found them. The auction ended 2 days ago, so I've been watching it a little bit over a week. Excuse me. The minimum bid was 99 cents. Shipping was $5. It came from Brooklyn. It got here super quick. The guy said they were all near mint. Already meticulously went over these in my last video. I think maybe this one's probably very fine. There's a couple of non-color breaking spindings, and one of the corners is a little janked up, but it's all minimal damage. But this is bunker number 1. This was the only one I was missing, and I started reading at 3, and then I got like 3, 4, and then 2, so it's all kind of messed up in my head. But yeah, bunker number 1, 33 cents. This is the second printing of issue number 1, 33 cents. And this was all a lot, which is why I bought these. Because I would have just paid $1 for bunker number 1. And bunker number 3. It's a good book. I'm looking forward to seeing what I missed. So yeah, $1. Yay, eBay. Sometimes you do find some good deals. I was looking last night, and I found some pretty good deals on some stuff. I was looking for some detective comics, and you know, like the random issues. I was just looking to finish off my runs. I'm working on like 16 things right now, and I'd kind of like to get that list a little lower. But a couple of them are only like, I'm missing like 1 issue. I'm missing like 1 issue of Powers. I'm missing like 2 issues of American Flag. I'm done with Bunker now. You know, there's like 1 issue of Crisis on Infinite Earth I'm missing. So it's not like I'm 200 issues away from finishing something, or at least not what I'm focusing on right now. It's like 16 issues of Fables, 30 issues of 100 Bullets, most of which you can get at mycomicshop.com for relatively inexpensive. The first couple of issues are going to cost you a couple bucks, just a couple, and the rest of them are $1 to $3, which is better than any deal I've been finding them around here. So I'll probably just finish all that off there. Yeah. Okay. Tylox the Mighty. I recorded this, like I said, I recorded this last night, but I was kind of lethargic when I did it. So this package came in today. I was like, I'll just redo the whole thing, and it'll be like a multitasking video. Man, I love coffee. Anyway, Tylox the Mighty, new to YouTube, is already at like 473,000 subs. Not really, it's like 50 something. But he came on quick, and he's very enthusiastic, which is cool. I'm kind of low-key, so having somebody enthusiastic in the community, I'm always a proponent for that. Not that there aren't enthusiastic people in the community, he's just one of them. But he asked 5 questions, which on face value seemed pretty straightforward. But I don't know if I just like to overthink everything. And I probably could have overthought this for another couple of weeks and just kept changing my mind. But last night I decided I was just going to do it. So I'm going to stick with the answers that I came up with last night. So you guys are going to have to bear with me. Okie dokie. Question number 1. Show your favorite cover by your favorite artist. Now, right off the bat, this is kind of a loaded question because you have people that can do great covers. You have Arthur Adams, you have Bernie Wrightson, you have Neil Adams, you have Frank Avila. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. John Byrne, John Romita Jr., Barry Windsor Smith. Man, you know what I'm saying? There are tons of great... Tony Moore can do some pretty good covers. Tons of great people who can capture the essence of the book in one page. Now, my favorite artist right now, today, this week, right now, because it changes all the time, isn't really one of those people. So, having my favorite artist, my favorite cover by my favorite artist, isn't... Okay. This is my favorite cover by my favorite artist. It's not my favorite cover, but this is my favorite cover by my favorite artist. This is Fatal number 23. Because right now, today, Sean Phillips is my favorite artist. It'll change. It's been Sean Phillips before. I'm sure it'll be Sean Phillips again. But he doesn't exactly bring it with the covers. I mean, look at Fade Out. It was cool. It wasn't... You know what I'm saying? You know? I mean, like... It's really good. But I don't really think, as far as a cover artist, he's like top notch. Not to discount the man's art, because it's amazing, because like I said, he's my favorite, but some of the covers to Fatal were a little boring. Not to discount the interior content, the guy's a master storyteller, the art is amazing. I love Fatal. It was a great book. I was sad to see it go. So, favorite artist. Favorite cover by that artist. But not my favorite cover artist. Do you see what I'm saying? Are you guys with me? Okay. Now, every time somebody asks me what my favorite cover is, you know, there's the immediate, like, the list of stuff. Like, the Death of Jean Grey issue with Colossus or not Colossus, Cyclops and Jean Grey, and the ruins on the other planet. You know, that, what is it, 137 maybe? I don't know off the top of my head. I have the worst memory. Some of the Marvel stuff that Marvel's Alex Ross did, those are all amazing. You know what I'm saying? There's, man, some John Romita, not Jr., but Dad, just amazing Spider-Man covers. Those are all gorgeous. But this one always makes the list too. So, like I said, and this will always change for me because I'm kind of flighty. Right now, today, Shade the Changing Man, number 39, is my favorite cover. I don't know what it is about this, but this always makes the short list for me for favorite covers. So, okay, there we go. Favorite artist, Sean Phillips. Favorite cover, Chris Bacalla. Shade the Changing Man, number 38. I think I beat that long enough. Let's move on. Question number 2. Worst hero in comic history. Iceman. It started the X-Men, like way back in the day, the original X-Men. He was a whiny bitch. And there wasn't really a good X-Men story, or not X-Men story, Iceman story, until like Will Spartacio got on the book with, I think it was Claremont, after Jim Lee left. So, that was issue 340 or something. You know, I mean, come on. Took 20 years for somebody to come up with a good Iceman story. So I'm going with Iceman. Not because I don't like him, it's just he was underutilized. It's like nobody could figure it out. Sorry, a little snotty. Weather here has been crappy. Question number 3. Favorite storyline in comics? That's easy. Kraven's Last Hunt. I'll take the Pepsi challenge with anybody on this one. J.D. Mateus writing, Mike Zeck pencils, Bob McLeod inks. This ran through Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, and Web of Spider-Man. This is some of the best comic work, I think. This is the book that I lend out to people who are like, I want to read some comics. What do you suggest? This is amazing. It's up there for me with like The Watchmen. Check it out. The singles are relatively inexpensive. I've found a couple of them in the dollar bin. That's just me, but I always look in the dollar bin. Number 4, best/worst death in comics. I watched the Comic Book Estates contest entry for Tylock Somebody's contest, and I'm going to agree with him. It was the death of Gwen Stacy. Now, there's a bunch of people who have died in comics, clearly, but they always bring them back. I'm sitting here looking at an X-Men comic book, and I'm just like rambling through the list of all the X-Men that have died who have come back. So you have Colossus, you have Wolverine's died. Oh man, I think at one point everybody but Iceman, X-Men wise, has been dead. I mean, that's how lame a hero he is. They won't even kill him off. Excuse me. But they always bring everybody back. Like the whole death of Wolverine thing, whatever. I don't think there's anybody alive that thinks Marvel's actually going to kill him off forever. That's just retarded. Not retarded, because that's a horrible word. But you know what I'm saying. Just like when they killed off Superman. I was surprised they kept him dead as long as they kept him dead. But unless I'm mistaken, and I might be, because I have a hole in my my Amazing Spider-Man collection. I don't think they brought back Gwen. And it's just kind of cool because you have like the young guys in comics now and they all know who Gwen Stacy is. I mean, there's no reason for them. I mean, let's see. I'm trying to think of somebody that hasn't been in comics for 20 years that we still remember. And I'm having problems with that. But we all remember Gwen Stacy. So I'm going to go with the death of Gwen Stacy. That, and it was just the way it was done, it was moving, that the 2-issue story arc that was in was just, that was really good stuff. Moving on, question number 5. Favorite group in comic history. And I've paraphrased all these questions, but you guys get the point. Group. Well, I cut my teeth on comics once I got away from like your He-Man, or not He-Man, but your Transformers and your G.I. Joe with the X-Men. And I'm going to go with this incarnation of the X-Men, this particular lineup of X-Men. You had Havoc, you had Wolverine, Polaris, Psylocke, Colossus, and eventually you had Jubilee. Was it Jubilee? Yeah, and I think Storm was in this too, unless I'm mistaken. These were like the take no prisoners kind of X-Men. They were like the we're gonna get down and dirty kind of X-Men. They were like we're tired of getting pushed around, we're gonna push back X-Men. That's what this was. And they ran these guys through the ringer. I mean, you had the Mutant Massacre, you had all that stuff in the Outback that happened with them, and I mean they just kept on trucking. That was cool. This kind of seemed like it was a little bit less of a kid's book, you know, because I mean ultimately that's what this is, unless you get into like some of your, I don't think Nailbiter's a kid's book, but you know what I'm saying. Saga's not a kid's book, but you know what I'm saying. For the X-Men, this was the mature part of that run, I think. I could be wrong. That's just my opinion. But yeah, so I'm going to go with this group of X-Men. So, Tylox. Congrats, man. I will hit you up about that question that you asked me, and we'll maybe work something out. If not, whatever. And if you guys haven't checked him out, you should. I'm sure he will reply to this video. I'm really bad about remembering to put links in. But yeah, thanks for watching. I should be getting my books maybe Friday. Maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. So I might do another video in a couple days. But thanks. You guys have a nice day. Bye.